Hello everyone. This will be a longer video, so make sure you are in an environment where you feel comfortable and where you can freely listen and watch. Alright, now that we've all gotten comfy, we can start. Here's the list of topics I'll be talking about, so feel free to skip around these topics and go to the one you might find interesting. All timestamps will be in the description or in the pinned comment if it's easier for you to skip around. I don't think bots need any introduction, but if you don't know who bots are, I'll explain. Bots are old accounts that work purely on a script and are there mostly to collect coins or any seasonal currency and weapons. After they collect enough currency, they then spend it on any boxes, battle passes, anything, as long as it ensures they get the newest weapons. After they get these weapons, they'll most likely sell them on black market websites as they are hired by the website owners or managers. Those bots I just talked about are called farming bots, or farm bots for short. Now, what might be the issue with these bots? The issue is that these bots heavily, and I mean heavily, mess with the values and trading. That's why some godlies suddenly go up in value. These bots have the power to make something so valuable drop down by a lot of value, simply because there'll be more than enough of these godlies. Another problem is that they take up a lot of servers and make the overall gameplay insanely annoying. How many times have you had to rejoin simply because you had accidentally joined a bot server? And the worst part is that these bots don't even make money for Nicholas. They're here just to purely annoy and mess with the values. On August 18th at 12:10 a.m. is when something interesting happened. Murder Mystery 2 went from 1.2 million players to 200,000 players in a matter of hours. That is because Roblox started taking actions against these bots. There is an article that Roblox made on August 20th where they said that they'll continue banning these accounts. If you're interested in reading it, I'll have it linked in the description. As you can see from the graph, some bots are still managing to bypass it, so whenever you check on Rolly Mods for updates on this situation, you'll most likely see these up and downs for a really long time. Throughout summer 2026, some weird bots started appearing. I did some research and found out that some of the bots were actually made back in February. Regardless of when they were made, these bots had one mission. And that mission was to promote their black market website. And how would they do that? They would join any Murder Mystery 2 server, quickly send friend requests to everyone in the server, and then leave. Their display names would basically tell you to go to the website they were promoting, rowold.gg. This website is like any other black market website, except for the fact that this one was more sketchy than most of the others. Even the fact that they have to send friend requests in order to promote their site says something. People were speculating that the accounts were stolen, but that's not true since most accounts were made in February, as mentioned, and then around summer. The usernames are meant to sound human enough, but most of the accounts are bots. However, it might be true that when you order from this website, you might get hacked. To ensure you stay safe, do not go on the website, do not order from black market websites, have two-factor authentication and a good password. As of recording, the hype of these bots has died down. It would now only make sense that we talk about black market websites and trading. If you don't know what black market websites are, I'll try to explain it. Black market websites are websites that sell MM2 items for real-life currency, going straight up against Roblox and MM2 terms of service. Not only that, but it heavily influences trading and values. Some examples of these websites are Luger.gg, Starpass.gg, and Robot.gg. Of course, there are many more websites. Some black market websites are also being accused of scamming and eventually hacking into people's accounts. I didn't do much of a deep dive on this topic since I personally feel like it's common knowledge that these websites are very scammy. Now, I don't mean exploiters. I mean actual hackers. We can actually start with the most recent situation, the stolen Nix scythe. On 19th of August at 9:38 p.m., a message appeared on Colby's server. In the MM2 news section was a new announcement. This announcement said, "Crazy news, one Nix site got recently stolen from one of the owner's account. We don't know when Nicholas is going to take action for this. If you ever get a trade offering a Nix site for your items, do not accept it, as the Nix site can be reverted and you won't get your items back." One of the accounts that owns the Nix site was hacked, and whoever hacked the person went around looking for offers. There were so many rumors that the person could potentially dupe Nix site. However, another message came through at 10:27 p.m. Seems like the hacker got banned from MM2. That was the last update we have received, so it seems like the issue is resolved. Meanwhile this issue was being resolved, another issue is still ongoing. As this message shows, 2 of the players with the most valuable inventories got hacked. It seems as of right now that these hackers are targeting players with valuable inventories, so make sure your accounts are secured as much as possible. Also, a lot of beaming has been happening lately. If you don't know what beaming is, I'll explain. A person, most likely a hacker, tricks you into clicking on some links or giving your information, usually through cookie theft or through malicious links. Then, when they have access to your account, they steal the rarest items you own and transfer it to their accounts. Another example is the trade script. This video is not mine and is only used as an example to educate. In no way, shape, or form do I support using any hacks. How to not fall for this? It's not really that hard, but I'd suggest you make sure who you're trading with and if they look legit. Though I don't have any tips for this one, because it hurts to tell who you can trust and who to not trust. Please do not try downloading these hacks or exploits, no matter how safe they might be. It's not worth it. There's nothing much we can do about teamers, scammers, etc. I just want to encourage you to report them. Whenever someone is playing unfair or is behaving inappropriately, report them. Also, can we talk about the fact that the MO2 community grows more toxic day by day? I genuinely cannot go a day without joining any of these people. And they're in every server as well. I hope there can be something done about it, but for now, I guess it's just free content. Obviously, I'm joking. Despite them being a good idea on videos, there truly shouldn't be many people like these. Before I talk about some individual creators, let me talk about creators in general. Can we talk about the fact that MM2 creators are so fine with promoting black market websites? I have a question for you. Scroll through your subscribed list and check how many MM2 creators promote a black market website. Is there one? Maybe more than one? 10? Back in 2023, you would get totally flamed for promoting it, but now everyone ignores it. But if you have done something worse than that, then it's somewhat fair to ignore it, I suppose. Another point is, why do most of the creators use some slop AI thumbnails? Is it to appeal to the children better? I don't get it, honestly. Same about some people's actual content. It's very sloppy. But these are my own opinions, of course. You can have your own and disagree with me. Let's get into the part most of you waited for. Before I say anything, I want to say that everything is alleged. This video is intended for educational purposes only, and in no way, shape, or form am I trying to bring anyone down. Everyone is entitled to their opinions and thoughts. Now, with that being said, let's go. Chillz Sub-Zero, also known as Chillz, is a murder mystery 2 YouTuber with over 2 million subscribers, and he managed to get over 957 million views on his channel. He mainly creates content with his girlfriend, Lily, but he also plays with some of his other friends. He also owns more YouTube channels. I think that's it for the introduction. There's nothing much to say. Chillz was close friends with another YouTuber back in 2021. That YouTuber was Leshko. They would go on and make 3 videos in December 2021. It's worth noting that Chase appears in the unboxing video. That was back when he was called Frosty and was a very close friend of Chillz. Well, not long after that, he started being racist to Leshko. The reason why he said this was because Leshko used another YouTuber's star code instead of Chillz's, and he was mad about it. MattPlays and Chillz used to have a lot of beef around 2021 and 2022. In January 2022, he collabed with another YouTuber. That YouTuber was Darkbun, who was his girlfriend at that time. The video is now unlisted. It is worth noting that Part 1 was on Chillz's channel, but that video has been privated ever since. Not sure when, but they did break up after a while of being together. In March 2022, he would brag about how his videos with his ex-girlfriend got so many views. He would later on continue to make more videos around this ex-girlfriend topic. What you're about to see are sexual messages shared with Char, which was the same person shown in the screenshot before. This also happened in March 2022, and the reason it shows that these messages are from today is because I got them from on YouTube. While he was texting with Char, he also had another girl he would text with called Chloe. Chloe would also appear in his videos sometimes. Here's him saying the N-word. The context of this situation is that he and his friends were calling each other racist things despite none of them being people of color. After people started to expose him and post videos about him, he would just try to take them down, which has happened to Ori is on YouTube. Her channel is deleted.
What he did was send a copyright removal request to YouTube for using his videos without consent and many other things related to the thumbnail. He most likely just started saying that I had no permission to use any of these, it was his use only, well, big excuses. He sent like 2 or 3 emails to YouTube specifying everything. Even after YouTube said his request wasn't valid, he kept on trying, but well, nothing happened. Here are the following emails he sent. I'm blurring his email for obvious reasons, but as you can see, he gave a lot of invalid reasons to take down my video. I scrolled down a little and he just keeps saying the exact same thing every email. But on his last email, I saw that he claims that the fact that I used his stuff without permission presents a negative feel on his work.
After that, he started to make first videos with Lily. Their first video ever was on June 15th, 2023. They started publicly dating around August 2023. Maybe you think that they're a cute couple, but no. In the screenshot, you can see that Chillz allegedly cheated on Lily. The screenshot is very blurry, so it's hard to tell the date, but since they started dating around August 2023, it's probably from 2023. He used to promote black market sites around this time, but later on got a warning from Nicholas in 2024, as Nicholas was sending such messages as a warning to all creators who promoted such sites. Instead of taking this as it was intended, he started promoting black market sites again. His first video with a link is a video from March 21st, 2026. A former manager has come out with his experience with Chillz. Here's what he said. Chillz has stolen someone's identity and used it as an actor in his videos. No, actually. He stole somebody's avatar and then made videos with it, trying to make the person look bad without them even knowing. Let's take a look.
Here's the message. Yo, I'm Stars. So I saw your video posted about Chillz, and I'm part of this drama. In mid to late 2023, I kinda fell off MM2, mostly because the players were toxic and the game got a little to no gameplay updates. Following this, on September 2nd, 2023, I got a notification regarding Chillz's new video. I didn't think much of it and left it alone. However, when I came back to MM2 to try out the Halloween update, I got a text on Roblox that reads the following. Hey Ryan, is that you in the new Chillz video? He looks just like you. Naturally, I was excited about this because I might have been in my favorite at the time YouTuber's video. However, my response was much different. Checking the video, it had 1 million views, and it was my exact avatar on the thumbnail with the title that reads, "A creepy fan tried dating my girlfriend." I'm gonna say that again so it could just get in your dome. A creepy fan tried dating my girlfriend. So I made him rage quit. Murder Mystery 2. Naturally, I was confused. I haven't played this game in months, so how could that be me? So I watched the video with a jaw-dropped look on my face. No way. I was filled with questions. How could this be me? Who is this guy? Is this staged? Is this a prank? So little me decided to look into this, and what I found was absurd. Not only was this guy's character the same one in the video, but he was using this account in other videos too. That's why he blurs all the names so he can reuse the account to save money. The account name, AirPods Notched _no. He then sent me the video of him. This is his character right here, his character at the time. Thunder White Tea being literally his clothing brand. Let's confirm it. All right.
I don't think so.
No, he just shot him.
Yeah, I don't think so. Hey, yo, Lily,
Wait.
you kind of. Yeah, I don't think so. And then this guy's like, Lily, you should leave him and be with me instead. Like, bro, who are you? Dude sucks. What are you smoking, bro? Some of these kids in this game, bro.
Like as if I would leave you.
Next clip, I go to the account that Star sent me. Off the jump, so many red flags. Just watch this. Do they have, look, let me see if they have like the same stuff. Look, they're in Chillz's pro gamers group. That says something right there. Roblox changed a lot. Oh, what's this? What's this, y'all? What's this? What's this? It's a fake. It's a fake person. Yo, Ryan Star then sends me his username on Roblox. So I went there to confirm some things. You joined Roblox. But way before that, okay? Way before that. And if I look at your inventory, y'all see it? This man Chillz played with a fake person and slandered another. Wow, bro. My old white tee was Thunder White Tee. Okay. This is literally his group. So this man Chillz went to his group, had somebody go to his group, buy his merch, and act like it was him, so Chillz could slander this dude. Yeah, you see how f***ed up that is? Wow, dude. So that video was posted on what day? Show the date. September 2nd, 2023. And when did that account buy the stuff?
They bought it on August 27th. So like a little bit.
That's concrete evidence. That's concrete evidence. Yep, he's cooked. He's cooked. Now I want to make it clear. All right, I did say that Chillz did it, saying it was stars. He didn't say at any point in the video that it was stars. But those clothes represent him. They represent his brand. So while you're not saying it, it could insinuate that your video is a message that like, this Thunder White Tea dude is weird. Now granted, it could be somebody random in Ryan Star's group that did this, but is it a coincidence that the account literally bought the merch only a few days beforehand? People told Ryan Star, yo, the person in Chillz video looks a lot like you. Not like anybody else who bought the merch, you. They copied his hair, his little goggles that he had or whatever.
Another thing he did is exploit. I don't have the footage, but I remember what account it was. The account was called Coolio and some numbers or something along those lines. That account was also used in his scripted videos. I took this screenshot. Does anyone remember that? It's obvious that his audience is children. Very young children, in fact. But then, why is he making thumbnails like these? If you're old enough, you can clearly tell what these are hinting at, and that's absolutely disgusting. It's also the fact that it doesn't just stop at the thumbnails. There's a whole video dedicated to sus moments. And there's many more examples, as you can see.
What's Lily doing in the laundry, bruh? What's going on? Come here. Okay. Hey, yo! Is this a dream? Oh my god, I gotta go crazy on all of them. Dang! Hey, come in here. Bro, she's probably gonna kill me. Here, what's going on? Oh my god! Yup, I'm definitely going back in the basement for 9 months after this one.
I hate you so much.
Thanks for the cheeks, bro.
And actually, let's stick to the thumbnails. He included Vanny in one of his thumbnails, despite Vanny not being mentioned, like, at all. This is the thumbnail. Obviously, he's not going to put her actual avatar there, so nobody can straight up say it's Vanny. But come on, you can clearly tell it's Vanny. And Vanny basically confirmed that it was her, since she commented under this video. She was super kind about it as well. And I mean, you can tell since this video is a month old. Yup, he didn't remove the thumbnail at all. And another thumbnail I found a bit interesting was this one. Isn't this literally iBella? And this video was made a year ago, mind you. Another thing is that his videos are so obviously scripted, but I don't think it's that bad, especially compared to everything he has allegedly done. That's everything I have about Chillz for now. Lily is a murder mystery YouTuber with over 1 million subscribers, and she managed to get over 461 million views on her channel. She got popular thanks to collabing with Chillz, but used to upload way before. She also uploads on her other channels. Currently, she frequently collaborates with other murder mystery YouTubers such as Molly D&D, Spork, Oisik, Moki, Talia, etc. When Lily collaborates with Chillz, their videos often mention mature themes despite their audience being young children, such as these thumbnails. And these clips.
What's Lily doing in the laundry, bruh? What's going on? Come here. Okay. Hey, yo! Is this a dream? Oh my god, I gotta go crazy on all of them. Dang! Hey, come in here. Bro, she's probably gonna kill me. Here, what's going on? Oh my god! Yup, I'm definitely going back in the basement for 9 months after this one.
I hate you so much.
Thanks for the cheeks, bro.
She also promotes black market websites. These black market websites are strictly against the Roblox and Murder Mystery 2 TOS. YK Chase, also known as Chase, is a Murder Mystery 2 YouTuber with almost 2 million subscribers, and he managed to get over 682 million views on his channel. He became popular around late 2023, but was uploading videos since 2020, where some of his videos managed to go viral. That was when he was still called Frosty. Now he is mainly known for collaborating with WS10 and being a tryhard, where most people start dressing similarly to his outfit. He also owns other channels where he hasn't posted in about a year. He was being repeatedly racist. There are many clips of him saying the N-word, which I'll play right now.
It would be in Casey's heritage to say Nick. I hate.
Yeah, sushi.
Fucking shut
So
up.
me. Alright.
Quit, you black monkey. Fucking nigger. Shut up.
Oh, Nick. Oh, Nick.
Chasing the N-word wasn't just some random slip-up. This guy said it multiple times like it was nothing. The fact that he said it multiple times shows how comfortable he is with doing this.
Another thing is he made the "your buns" trend, which was everywhere at one point. This one might not be as serious, but in my honest opinion it felt a bit sexual in a way. And of course people later on adopted it and started doing it just to be inappropriate.
Your buns! Your buns!
And other clips where he's just straight up moaning.
Get 360 sniped. Yo, what?
He also promotes black market websites. WS10YT, also known as WS10, is a murder mystery 2 YouTuber with around 1 million subscribers, and he managed to get over 229 million views on his channel. He started uploading early 2023, where most of his videos and shorts would go viral. He is known for often collaborating with Chase. However, he does collaborate with other Murder Mystery 2 YouTubers as well. He was being racist. There is a clip of him not only being racist, but also referencing a certain ideology, which is absolutely inappropriate.
Fools, get him! Who hits the Jew out?
Bro, there's no way.
Yes, friends, let's go!
Another thing he did is create the "your buns" trend along with Chase, which was literally everywhere at one point. He also has clips of him straight up being inappropriate and moaning.
Oh my god. Oh, Kevin! There's a puppy!
He also has a link to a black market website in his bio. This might be another part you all might have come for specifically. Yes, I am going to be talking about the VC Gang. What is VC Gang? VC Gang is a group whose members get frequently changed, so it doesn't feel old. JD are the creators of VC Gang. The first VC Gang video was posted on December 31st, 2021, because that was around the time when voice chat first rolled out. However, JD would host lobbies even before, but mostly with subscribers. Sometimes they would even do 1v1 tournaments for subscribers. What do? JD, or sometimes even a guest, hosts different types of minigames. Whoever wins a said minigame wins a Goldie. Some of those are Chop Maze, Green Light, Red Light, Guess the Sheriff, or Murderer, etc. Well then, what's the problem, you might ask? There are quite a few problems, actually. Some are clickbait. Some are only showing members who bring the most attention, like Reg, Bolt, Justin, or Larx. Which honestly, there's nothing wrong about doing clickbait thumbnails, or at least not in a such large measure. But there's one bigger issue which brings me to my next point. As I mentioned, on most of the thumbnails, only the same people appear, despite the videos featuring the whole VC gang, not just those people. By people, I mean Reg, Bolt, Justin, and Larx. And it's not just the thumbnails. It's also the actual videos. Notice how almost always the main stars are either Reg, Bolt, Justin, or Larx? Does anyone actually remember other members? I would assume that you don't even remember at least 5 other VC gang members, unless you're a frequent viewer. What makes it even worse is that these people are bad people, but since they bring attention to the channel, they're pushed forward, which is a good strategy from a marketing point. This one is just something I've noticed, so take this with a grain of salt. However, did nobody notice how there's barely any girls in the VC gang? Throughout the whole existence of the VC gang, how many girls were there? From what I managed to gather, here's the list of female VC gang members. Jade, Ella, Cherry, Outcasted, Alexa, Katie, and that's it. Some aren't even in the VC gang anymore. It's worth noting that I didn't include temporary guests and other guests. I count long-term VC gang members only. Of course, if I forgot somebody, correct me down below. If we go back to the favoritism part, I want to add something. So, in order to get attention and some screen time, you need to be loud and annoying. Why? Because JD is focused on the main 4. You need to be cringe, loud, and funny to even have a small chance of being on the screen. Whenever there were expose videos about JD and the VC gang, JD would post a video with titles Exposing VC Gang, so their videos would show up instead of the expose videos. Those expose videos would later on get taken down for copyright, basically silencing exposers, or obsessive fans would report the videos and get them taken down. Since I've mentioned some of these people, let's talk about individual members and what they've done. Larx For Real, also known as Larx, is a murder mystery 2 YouTuber with around 320,000 subscribers, and he managed to get over 66 million views on his channel. He's also a VC gang member. He's considered one of the OG VC gang members, as he was there since the very first video, and he appeared even before the creation of VC gang. He was also considered one of the best players when it came to JD tournaments. In 2022, he started sending Discord messages with a certain man with a mustache, using this as a joke. In 2024, he said the N-word on multiple occasions. You might think that's all, right? No. There's more. Now, this story isn't mine, and neither do I want to say it myself, so I really recommend watching Iron Jenjin's video about her experience. I'll only briefly share what happened. For starters, Iron Jenjin is an ex-Murder Mystery 2 tester. She's a mother and has a son. She's one of the best, if not the best, Murder Mystery 2 players. However, most people don't acknowledge that and instead clown her for it. Larx is one of those people. In 2022, through the app X, previously known as Twitter, he started posting very disturbing messages. Yes, this is Larx mocking Iron and sending her and her son death threats. Again, I really recommend watching Iron Jenjin's video, because it is not my place to tell her story. Plus, I would appreciate it if you went and gave her so much support on her channel. An interesting fact is that after he was called out for these messages, JD pushed him more into the spotlight despite knowing what he did. He posted an apology on his community earlier this year. However, many people shared that they think he only apologized because he was caught, not because he was genuinely sorry. Larx also speaks up on the favoritism part I've mentioned before. He says, I want to tell you that JD is fair to everybody and gives everyone equal time. There is no favoritism. Well, obviously Larx won't feel that way since he's the one amongst the favorite members. But we can clearly see that there were multiple members speaking out about favoritism and confirming it is indeed true. In my personal opinion, this apology feels very vague and doesn't explain much. It doesn't specify what he's sorry for, nor did he ever mention Iron Jinjin. About the equal time part, I can clearly tell that's not true by just watching 3 videos and comparing screen time. Larx is promoting black market websites where you can find the links to the website in his video descriptions. He also has it mentioned in his bio. AFK Reg, also known as Reg, is a murder mystery 2 YouTuber with around 356,000 subscribers, and he managed to get over 67 million views on his channel. He's also a VC Gang member. He is also considered one of the OG VC Gang members, as he was there when the VC Gang got created and showed up prior to VC Gang's creation. He was exposed for being racist, which Toxic Formula sadly confirmed in his video. Unlike Larx and Bolt, Reg never apologized. He also used to promote black market websites, however has stopped as of right now. I'm Bolt.G, also known as Bolt.G or Bolt for short, is a murder mystery 2 YouTuber with around 25.3k subscribers, and he managed to get over 1.7 million views on his channel. He's also a VC Gang member. He got popular after joining the VC Gang and becoming a person everybody made fun of. He's mainly recognized for his big nose, which is what most people make fun of. He was exposed for saying the N-word multiple times in 2024. I want to apologize for something I said in my short. I mentioned that Bolt was also promoting black market websites. However, I haven't been able to confirm that nor deny it, as there's not any proof of him promoting it. If I am wrong, correct me down below. He posted an apology on his community earlier this year. However, many people shared that they think he only apologized because he was caught, not because he was genuinely sorry. Again, in my personal opinion, this apology feels very vague and doesn't explain much. It doesn't specify what he's sorry for. However, I do admit that this apology is a little bit better than Larx's. MattPlays ZMM2, also known as MattPlays or Matt for short, is a murder mystery 2 YouTuber with around 38k subscribers, and he managed to get over 3.8 million views on his channel. He's also a VC Gang member. He was known as the other squid, causing a staged beef between Larx and Matt. People would fight over who was the original squid. In December 2024, he was on a Discord call where somebody started saying racist remarks. Matt's reaction was to do the same, where he said, a moderator heard Matt say this and instantly reported it to JD. This resulted in Matt getting banned from the VC Gang. In March 2025, he made a video explaining what happened, which is where I got the footage from. In this video, he clarified that he got back into the VC Gang after applying again. He did apologize to the staff and to JD. He also admitted to exploiting in order to get on 3 leaderboards, where he stated that he didn't have time. In April 2026, he released a community post regarding what happened and why he's not in the VC Gang anymore. This seemed like a genuine message, however some comments said otherwise. What I am about to show is all alleged. This is for educational purposes only. In no way, shape, or form am I trying to take someone down. After this post, he posted another one, where he admits to exploiting to get on leaderboard and get the leaderboard items. He also used to promote black market websites. When I was doing research on VC Game members, I actually went down a huge rabbit hole. Again, what I am about to show is all alleged. I couldn't find any proof to back it up, so take this with a grain of salt. Just know that there's a possibility this could be real, especially since real VC Gang members are speaking up. Toxic Formula made a video where he's clarified why he got kicked out of the VC Gang, and he actually shared some proof. A lot of current ex-VC Gang members are speaking up under Toxic Formula's video. XOG's channel got deleted due to JD fans harassing him. Now comes the hardest part. What did JD do? If you saw the VC Gang section, you can skip what I am about to say. If you skipped and came specifically for this part, please listen. Some are clickbait. Some are only showing members who bring the most attention, like Reg, Bold, Justin, or Larx. Which honestly, there's nothing wrong about doing clickbait thumbnails, or at least not in a such large measure. But there's one bigger issue which brings me to my next point. As I mentioned, on most of the thumbnails, only the same people appear, despite the videos featuring the whole VC Gang, not just those people. By people, I mean Reg, Bold, Justin, and Larx. And it's not just the thumbnails. It's also the actual videos. Notice how almost always the main stars are either Reg, Bold, Justin, or Larx? Does anyone actually remember other members? I would assume that you don't even remember at least 5 other VC Gang members, unless you're a frequent viewer. What makes it even worse is that these people are bad people, but since they bring attention to the channel, they're pushed forward, which is a good strategy from a marketing point. This one is just something I've noticed, so take this with a grain of salt. However, did nobody notice how there's barely any girls in the VC Gang? Throughout the whole existence of the VC Gang, how many girls were there? From what I managed to gather, here's the list of female VC Gang members. Jade, Ella, Cherry, Outcasted, Alexa, Katie, and that's it. Some aren't even in the VC Gang anymore. It's worth noting that I didn't include temporary guests and other guests. I count long-term VC Gang members only. Of course, if I forgot somebody, correct me down below. If we go back to the favoritism part, I want to add something. So, in order to get attention and some screen time, you need to be loud and annoying. Why? Because JD is focused on the main four. You need to be cringe, loud, and funny to even have a small chance of being on the screen. Whenever there were expose videos about JD and the VC gang, JD would post a video with titles exposing VC gang, so their videos would show up instead of the expose videos. Those expose videos would later on get taken down for copyright, basically silencing exposers, or obsessive fans would report the videos and get them taken down. These are the points I pointed out in the VC gang section of the video. However, I'd like to add more points to this section. As I mentioned, there was a YouTuber under the name XOG. His channel got deleted, and his videos never got archived. The only thing that was archived were the thumbnails and the existence of his videos. However, you can consider this lost media. What videos did he post? He was mainly exposing the VC gang members and other problematic YouTubers. He had a lot of proof, however, since his videos don't exist anymore, those proofs are gone. Why did he disappear? His channel got deleted because JD fans kept on harassing him and spam reporting him. While this is not direct, it's clear that it was a way to silence him, whether it was done by JD themselves or their fanbase. In fact, JD acknowledged XOG's videos, but brushed them off and said that it was disrespectful to post private messages like that. Want to know the reason why Toxic Formula was banned from the VC gang? It was because he spoke up about favoritism and other issues.
So by the time that I got kicked out, the reason that I got kicked out actually was because I called Dylan out for being biased towards YouTubers with a much bigger audience and not giving enough screen time to the people that were actually trying to be funny. And it's very noticeable, especially during the time that I was there. The people that got the most attention were the people that were also the loudest and also the most annoying. If you wanted to be in the scene or in the cut at the time, you had to literally scream at the top of your lungs, whatever came up to your mind, and that would be it. That would be your funny moments. Just scream. That was the equivalence of funniness.
After this, a fight broke out in the Discord server, and two teams formed. Eventually, the fight got so out of control that JD deleted the said Discord server, where all proof was, and created a new one.
The argument got so bad, it literally split into two. And because the argument just kept growing, they decided to completely delete the server, completely erase all the evidence of those allegations, and they started a new server for, their VC members.
This is all the evidence I managed to gather. I am insanely disappointed in the MM2 community. Please, let's stop giving bad people platforms. Instead, let's praise smaller creators that aren't problematic. With this video, I ask that these content creators speak up, especially JD. There is a clear pattern repeating, and we need it to stop from repeating.